Hey everybody, Beth here. And if you have been a viewer of this podcast for any length of time, you know that I am very against anyone giving one political group all of the blame for what happened before, during, and after the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. And I think right now it really needs to be said that all of the groups of Afghans who are impacted currently by policy changes should have been helped in the 3.5 years following the withdrawal. Every single SIV applicant who qualifies for the program should have been processed within 9 months of filing their application, which is what the program states is the timeline because of the threat that they're under. The U.S. Refugee Admissions Program applicants should have been processed within the 12 to 14 or 12 to 18 month window that they were promised by the U.S. government when they were told to move to a third country for processing because they couldn't be processed in Kabul because we didn't have a working embassy there. Instead, they've taken on years and years of refugee status with no work, no ability to educate their kids, and dwindling resources while the Pakistani government has given them increasing visa costs and other kinds of ways to profit off of the refugees in their country. Every person who came into this country following the withdrawal, who got temporary protected status or humanitarian parole, should have gotten some kind of enduring pathway to permanence and status inside this country, unless, of course, they could not pass vetting, in which case there needed to be another way to make sure they could be safe but not endanger U.S. citizens. The people who came in through the CBP One app, who had to wait such a long time for appointments or had to wait for court appointments, those people should have been processed. The whole goal of the Biden administration was to create a safer and more accessible immigration policy, and instead, that was not what I saw when I watched people go into the CBP One program and attempt to gain safety and asylum in our country. So there's plenty of blame to go around, and I never want it to look like I am laying it on only on one side, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. All I'm here to do is to present facts and to tell stories of people who have been impacted by this, which includes volunteers who've given over 60,000 free hours to the U.S. government and millions of dollars to protecting our allies, and the veterans who've had to watch all of the gains they fought for be erased under the Taliban.